us all. I've always felt like there was a me that was living this life, and then a me that was watching me live this life. The part that feels like it's observing me living this life just laughs all the time. Because it's so ridiculous. The part of me that feels like it's actually in this life, living this life, is mostly just pissed off. Look out, here she comes, it's Negative Nelly. This stupid Matrix. I mean, it's kind of insulting to be a human when you think about it. You're stuck in a body that smells weird and does weird things. Welcome to the show, which is the name of album 2 here on Me and My Song. And you guessed it, also the name of this month's song. It's a song about life. And today I'm going to tell you about how and why this song was ever even born. So I was just cruising down this really long road.
We are humans. We make roads.
Chilling in like a theta brainwave state.
I'm just chillin'.
Sort of reflecting on some life events. My own life events, as well as those who were near and dear to me at the time. And I don't know about you, but I always figure if you're driving in your truck thinking about life, you may as well write a song about it. Shoot! I didn't have to be too creative in the writing of this song because life was writing it for me. I was just systematically thinking about the happenings of all the individuals in my life at the time and what the big news in their life or death was. And I just made mention in this song of what was going on in each of their lives and made sure that the end of each line rhymed with the previous line. Rhyming is fun. Honey bun. Okay, I'm done. I remember it seemed amusing to me at the time how panicked everybody was with their individual life circumstances and dramas and struggles, including myself. It might sound kind of asshole-ish to say that I was amused with everybody dealing with their own dramas, but I just had this sense. Not even a sense. I knew that everyone was gonna be fine. It's gonna be all right. It's a nice feeling. I should tap into that more often.
Yeah, man. Everything's just fine, man.
There was real clarity at that time about the enormity, yet insignificance of it all. And I was literally seeing life played out on a stage in front of me. And I was in the show and simultaneously in the audience watching the show. And the me in the audience was mostly laughing hysterically at everything. I don't know what jerk sold us tickets to this show, but I don't think I read the fine print before I purchased mine.
Step right up! Come one, come all! Welcome to the show! Watch as wild beasts are tamed.
Even though there's no such thing, because if it's a wild beast, it'll happily eat you alive at any given time.
As good-humored clowns make you laugh your heart out!
Because you'll have to find ways to laugh, lest you go mad from all the pain and suffering.
Witness amazing performances and feats of skill, bravery.
Even those said feats and performances will be executed by those who are scared as hell. Terrified, even.
Step right up and dive into an amazing house of mirrors,
where there will be so many false reflections of who and where you are that you will be completely lost and anxiety-ridden the entire time.
Watch and wonder as you experience amazing, death-defying acts.
But it won't last incredibly too long, because this is the sort of show where we all gonna die at the end.
All of this and more and ticket prices are such a bargain. It will only cost you... Well, you can't really put a price on something like all of that. So you'll get charged out the nose, just to be born. And you'll more than likely become so depressed and distracted about all the money you have to keep forking out to watch this show that you'll hardly even get a chance to enjoy it.
Yeah, you could just put that on my credit card. No, just put it on my tab. There should be some room on there. I don't know. Just run it. Run it through. Life came to visit me once. Once upon a time in Peru, whilst doing massive amounts of hallucinogenics. Just once upon a time. I mean, it was for like a week straight, but it was only like one episode. I don't normally in any way need drugs to have visions. In fact, all of my other visions of this life have been proudly sponsored by a drug-free America. But in this case, I was on drugs, so why not have visions? I'm only mentioning it here because this song being a song about life and all, and because life herself came to visit me. See, because before you take the medicine for the ceremony, the coordinators encourage you to set an intention for the experience that you want to have in advance. Which, you know, it's always a good idea going into any situation. Aha! And I set the intention to have this experience really help me to embrace life. I was having a hard time embracing life at the time. I just really wanted to just embrace life. That was my intention. That was what I wanted to get out of the experience. And it was on the second night of that experience when I was tripping balls, lying there on the temple floor that smelled and sounded like the bowels of hell. And people were screaming and moaning and grunting and shitting and puking, and there were rattles rattling and chanting, and there was smoke billowing from all of the sage being burned, and a little bit of moonlight streaming in through the glass ceiling of the temple that was also simultaneously a lot of cogs that were whirling like in a clock or something. I was tripping out, man. So I'm lying there, right? And I'm focused on maintaining my intention of just having this experience allow me to fully embrace life more. And I'm not really going to try and explain it because I was on drugs. I mean, medicine. But lo and behold, life appeared to me right there. Not even kidding. She just kind of emerged from this line that was an already kind of existing part of reality, like the fabric of reality that could take shape into anything she wanted. And you have to understand, when I say that there were people screaming and puking and shitting, those experiences were totally affecting and creating my experience. Like the sounds weren't just sounds, they were images affecting my visual field, and the smells weren't just smells, they were tangible items causing visceral experiences in my body. And the smoke in the room was affecting the sound, which was affecting the smell, which was affecting the sights that were the sounds and the smells at the same time as being the spirally cogs of vortex weirdness above me that had taken place of the moonlit ceiling that used to be there and still kind of was. And I was really trying to focus on life, man, because she was right there in front of me. And I was so frustrated with all the madness that was happening around me. And I was like telling life, show me how to just focus on you. How do I just embrace you? That's all I want. I just want to embrace you, not all this craziness. I'm just trying to embrace you. And while I was doing this, and all of these things were happening, simultaneously life was showing me stuff. Like we were soaring over a beautiful forest. And then all of a sudden inside of an airplane with a really annoying person sitting next to me. And then this guy who was puking in the ceremony burped the loudest belch you have ever heard in your life. No, like seriously, it reverberated throughout the entire space-time continuum. And I felt like it pulled me out of this conversation that I was having with life. And I was like so frustrated. I was like, I'm trying to talk to life right now. And then it was like all of this stuff that had been happening and life had been showing to me and all of the craziness around got put into one thought that life showed me. And then these things wrapped in this thought suddenly became her and had never not been her. And life said to me, without using any words at all, I am all of these things. And I cried because I felt kind of stupid. Because I realized that, like it or not, life is that man's belch. And life is a beautiful forest. And life is the smell of smoke. And life is an annoying person on an airplane. And I could go around with my sledgehammer trying to make that stuff not be life. But then I would just be kind of denying life for what it is. And that makes it a little hard to embrace. In the chorus to this song, the lyric says, don't be afraid. It's just life.
Don't be afraid, it's just...
And I stand by those lyrics. But honestly, sometimes it scares the shit out of me. I'm like, oh my God, are you guys freaking out right now? Because I'm freaking out right now. Why do you look like you're not freaking out? Oh my God, are you pretending that you're not freaking out when you actually are freaking out? Did you know that when you act like you're not freaking out, but you are freaking out, it totally freaks me out? What if the sky falls? The sky might fall. And there's lions and tigers and bears, oh my, and STDs and car accidents and pain and fear. There's so much fear and robberies and cloning and smog and death and aliens and plane accidents, starvation, toxins and boat accidents. Oh my God, I'm so scared sometimes. And viruses.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. I recommend the very front row.
Thanks for coming this week on Me and My Song.
Come on back next week as I sing for you the song I just told you all about in the Raw Reveal.
Just so you know, I keep doing this because I know it makes you smile and sometimes even laugh, and because I know that music heals. I know that. And I'm going to keep on doing it no matter what.
Yes.
But also, just so you know, it is really hard work and it does cost a lot of money, and I don't get vacation days. So if you feel so inclined to be a donator, please do so. I won't stop you, really. Come on, feel free. You could donate just one time, like throw in a tip in my tip jar. Or you could donate whatever amount you want every month. Just like, cha-ching, just throw me a little chump change every month. I just said chump change, like I'm a chump or something. If you become a monthly donator, you get special perks, like free music downloads, extra videos, and a cool shirt like this, because having money on planet Earth always gets you special perks. But this is a 100% guilt-free request. I do this hoping to make you feel good, so don't feel bad if you can't cough up the dough. Shoot, I'm just glad you're here, because otherwise I'd be all alone. Well, you know what I mean. This is Jessica Leia signing off. Thanks for coming. Come on back next week. I will be here for you. And also, if you could just do me a favor and remember, keep singing your song.
Me and my song.
It really starts making you laugh after a while. You just pretend. It starts to actually happen.
And STDs, and I already said that one.